This is Bishop Jackson with the Sliver of Life. I was involved in a situation today where a parent was or a person was experiencing extreme guilt because her relatives were constantly bringing up her past, and I want to refer to a scripture in the Bible. It's a prayer actually, where those who pray the prayer say to God, "Forgive us our wrongs as we forgive those who wrong us." Depending on the version you read, it's forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Forgive us our debts as we forgive those who are indebted to us. Um, People, I want to help somebody. There are parents out there who their children will play guilt trips on them for whatever reasons. You may or may not have been a good parent. Depends on who's doing the evaluation. Uh, there are exes out there who suffer from what they've done or what somebody says they've done, and people play guilt trips on them. Parents play guilt trips on children. Children play guilt trips on parents. Ex-husbands play guilt trips on ex-wives. Ex-wives play guilt trips on ex-husbands. Ex-friends play guilt trips. Relatives play. Everybody, to some degree or another, has played the blame, and the guilt trip game. And I want to help somebody today. You have an obligation to love yourself. If you've wronged somebody, I'm going to make this real simple and real clear. You don't have to be Phi Beta Kappa in theology to understand what I'm saying today. There's always going to be folk judging you. There are going to be folk judging you till the day you die. There are going to be people that love you. There are going to be people that like you. There are going to be people that can't stand you. There will probably even be people that hate you. And guess what? Whatever position people take as it pertains to you, the only thing that you need to be responsible for, prudently responsible for, is if you have a knowledge that you have wronged somebody, to acknowledge the wrong, apologize, make amends for that wrong in as best way as you can. Forgive yourself, ask for that forgiveness from that other person or persons, and give it to God. And there are some people that want to punish you by being unforgiving. And a part of the way that they strike back at you for whatever their perceived hurt that you did to them is, "I'm never going to forgive you. I'm going to hate you. I'm going to not like you. I'm going to dislike you." And you can explain yourself 10 million times, and I don't care how many times you explain it, they're not going to be satisfied with your explanation. So here's my point. Hang up the phone, stop begging and pleading some fool to accept you back into their good graces. Once you have committed some sort of a breach and you come to acknowledge that breach, you've apologized for that breach, you've asked for forgiveness for that breach from that person, from God, forgive yourself. And it's upon the other person whether or not they want to forgive you. They're not compelled to forgive you. They're just not compelled to forgive you. That's not your problem. That's their problem. But don't go to your grave taking blame and guilt on yourself based on somebody else's issue that they insist on having with you. Because once you're dead and gone, if they've had that feeling towards you while you were alive, they'll have that feeling towards you when you're dead and gone. Um, don't torture yourself. Life is too short to allow people to place blame and guilt on you. So this is a sliver of life. It's not real deep. It's not something that you got to go dig up Bible dictionaries and commentaries for. It's real deep. I mean, it's not real deep. It's real simple. Just forgive yourself. Forgive yourself after you have made whatever amends you have to whatever it is you've done to whoever it is you've done it to, or whoever it is perceives you've done something to them. After you've made an earnest effort to make amends for that, seeking forgiveness from them, from God, and then forgive yourself and move on. And then from that point on, if the person chooses to hold grudge against you, that's not your issue. That's their issue. This is a sliver of life for Bishop Jackson. I hope this has been a blessing. I know this has been a blessing to somebody. Somebody's listening to this that needed to hear it. This is a sliver of life. If you want some more of these good teachings, give me a call at 407-731-6676. I'll be glad to bring my teachings to you. God bless you. Bishop Jackson. Bye-bye.